Buenos dias, señoritas y señoritos. Happy week, productive week ahead. So, meron po tayong break-in news lang, bago-bago lang. And this is regarding the update dyan sa pagbangga ng China sa barko natin. Pagsagit lang man, pero that is potentially a dangerous situation kasi baka later on hindi na nila ma mapepreno yung mga o ma-reverse gear yung mga barko nila, tuluyan nang masisira talaga at magkaka-international crisis tayo dyan sa West Philippine Sea. And this happened yesterday at ngayon nag-press con si Defense Secretary Gibo and the Philippine Navy officials as well as the officials involved sa West Philippine Sea issue. In short po, in summary, they condemned this dastardly act and intimidating and potentially internationally dangerous act na ginawa ng China. Kumbaga, may gera na nga, magla-land-based attack na nga sa Israel, tuloy-tuloy pa yung gera sa uh, Russia and Ukraine, and then it looks like China is taking advantage dahil andun yung forces ng Amerika sa Arabian Sea, watching out kasi hindi lang yung Hamas ang bumobomba sa Israel, pati yung Palestine na, yung Hezbollah, and pati mga Iran siguro baka sasali na dyan. So it looks like China is now really going aggressive in provoking a war in the West Philippine Sea. And this is in short the warning of the Philippine government through Defense Secretary Gibo na nakilala ko bilang we were one of the firms that handled his presidential campaign when he ran for president. Kaya lang nga, siyempre, trinaydor siya at pinabayaan siya nila Gloria at the end of the campaign, kaya natalo. At saka siyempre, heavy baggage talaga ang dala niya kay Gloria. Pero okay lang. Okay si Gibo. And yun, he announced that we are filing a diplomatic protest. Pero ang dami na nating samut-sari na diplomatic protest na pinapailan. Pero ang bottom line lang dito, we will play the press con. Ang bottom line lang dito is ganon, babalik na naman tayo sa Duterte administration. Napaka-stupid talaga yung foreign policy ng Duterte administration kasi as the situation shows, nakikipag-usap. Today, may pag-uusap tayo. A code of conduct sana dyan sa West Philippine Sea kung anong gagawin ng Pilipinas, anong gagawin ng China, and yet kahapon lang, a day before the meeting for the code of conduct, trinaydoran na tayo ng China. So that shows maling-mali yung policy ni Duterte kasi nothing you do will please China. Ang lengguwahe lang na intindihan ng China is yung magbow tayo, magsip-sip puwit si Duterte kay Xi Jinping. That is the language, that is the dealing, that is the relations they understand. It's only one way. Tayo lang ang tayo lang ang nag-accommodate, tayo lang ang bumibigay sa kanila. And we give and give and give and we get nothing in return. Tulad nung kay Duterte, prinamisyan siya ng almost 100 projects na trilyon na halaga na kasama pa yung train from Davao to Zamboanga, train from Manila to Batangas, train from all over Luzon, including the Visayas. Pero sa 100 project na prinamisan si Duterte, 5 lang ang natuloy, less than 50 billion ang halaga. Samantala ang pinami sa kanya trilyon. So let's listen in. And kahit papaano, kahit critical tayo kay Marcos, pero we support him sa tayo naman kung tama, we support and praise. Kung mali, we criticize. So dito sa foreign policy ni Marcos, suportado tayo. At ito na press con. Health over or almost an hour ago.
And now our panel will take some questions. The first question is from Kenneth Paciente of PTV4.
Hi, sirs. Good afternoon po. Kay Sec Teodoro po. Sir, there is a reported discussion on the Code of Conduct of the West Philippine Sea in Beijing. What can you say about this, sir?
Well, I think it is really very ironic that on this very day, there is the start of the second round of discussions on the proposed Code of Conduct, which is hosted by China. Whereas just yesterday, they were in blatant disregard of international law. And within our jurisdiction, likewise. So what kind of good faith can we expect from them? And that we will wait for our representatives to that Code of Conduct meeting to disclose or to report to our people. But I repeat once again that what happened yesterday was a serious and egregious violation of international law and an escalation of their expansionist and aggressive action. And yet, today...
Oh, yun guys, to repeat, aggressive expansionist policy. So kahit even if we talk with China, even if we deal in whatever way with China, nothing can stop them from expanding their territories. The same way rin ginawa ni Hitler noon. Kahit ano pang meeting niya kay Neville Chamberlain, na Prime Minister ng United Kingdom, pero sa likod umaatake siya sa Czech Republic. So yun ang katotohanan dito sa China. Kaya there is no point in dealing or in capitulating or giving in to China tulad ng ginawa ni former President Duterte.
Are hosting a proposed declaration of a negotiation, the proposed declaration of Code of Conduct. Now, what kind of message is this signaling? I want to know, and we deserve undistorted answers, the truth from the government of China, because once again we repeat, they have neither jurisdiction nor authority to conduct any sort of governmental operations within our 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone. And no justification they can give will stand the test of credence before our own people and, more importantly, before the whole world.
Maris Umali, GMA 7.
Sir, it was already clear from your statement a while ago that the president called this for the command conference because he views this incident as a blatant violation of China. So, by China. So, after directing the investigation, what happens now? Because even the commandant, sir, a while ago mentioned that it is very clear that this is a violation. What happens next?
Well, we will not talk about international operational matters. We will not discuss that. China does not discuss operational matters, neither will we. But we are here to really decry in the strongest possible terms this egregious violation and illegal act within the 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, and the obfuscation of the truth by China's distorting the story to fit its own ends, and the duplicity of China in claiming to be peaceful and claiming to be friendly while resorting to these aggressive acts.
O, tingnan nyo duplicity. Ibig sabihin, parang two-faced sila, parang dalawang mukha. Yan ang ginawa nila. Niloko nila si Duterte for the last 6 years with their duplicity. Yung isang mukha nila, kunwari kaibigan, pero isang mukha traidor. isang mukha, kunwari, binibigay ng pain si Duterte para sakayin yung mga promesa nila at si Sara Duterte na hanggang ngayon hindi pa kinokondena ang China, pero on the other hand, tinutuloy nila sa pananakop, pagbi-build up ng military bases dyan sa West Philippine Sea. So sana let's put this in mind. Let's remember this. Share this blog to as many people as you can, because we cannot afford to again have another president in 2028 who will go back to the pro-China policy. By that time, wala na pong Pilipinas ang maabutan natin. China will make sure that the next president will sell the whole Philippines to China. Baka the next president will kick out America for good, will kick out Canada, will kick out Australia, will kick out Japan, will kick out European countries and establish military bases all over the Philippines to ensure. Kasi tayo lang ang tinik sa kanila if they want to invade Taiwan. Tayo lang ang tinik dahil there is what you call the Basi Strait. Wala po, napakalayo ng Amerika dito, but there is what you call the Basi Strait. Itong strait is the sea between Taiwan and the Philippines. So any country that wants to support the Philippines or any country that wants to support Taiwan can operate from the Philippines. So yan, that is wala silang they don't directly want to target us because we are nothing to them. What's important sa kanila is Taiwan, because Taiwan is a superconductor powerhouse. Taiwan is one of the biggest producers in the world. One of the biggest, if not the biggest. Yung mga semiconductor, yung mga Intel inside, yung mga computer chips, lahat yan nanggagaling sa Taiwan. In fact, yung mga ginagamit mga computer chips sa mga drones, sa Russia, sa Israel, sa Hamas, sa Iran, everywhere. Many of that came from China kasi from Taiwan. Dahil ang galing talaga ng mga Taiwanese sa pag-produce ng mga yung computer board, motherboard ng computer. Sila ang number one dyan. So who controls Taiwan? Controls technology, controls AI all over the world. That's why yan ang gusto ng China. May plano nga ang Taiwan, bago sila matuluyan ma-overtaken ng China, sisirain nila yan lahat ng mga factories nila ng mga computer chips. But China wants to get those. So, ang tinik nila ay ang Basi Strait, yung open sea between the Philippines and Taiwan. So, kaya tinik tayo sa kanila. So, they want first to get the Philippines and then to get Taiwan. So, remember that when you go out to vote for the 2025 election. Kasi the same effect can happen kung iboboto natin ng mga pro-China senatorial candidates. Kaya, nyo talaga, kilatisin nyo talaga, reviewin nyo talaga yung mga credentials, yung mga principles, yung mga stand ng mga challenge them to a debate. Dapat mag-debate sila on the China issue. Ito mga potential senatorial candidates. Kasi ngayon pa lang, 2025 pa lang, China will do everything to try to control Congress and to try to control the Senate para parang ma-checkmate si Marcos at wala si Marcos magawa because the Senate, yan din ang dahilan kaya tatagbo talaga si President Duterte. We will have a blog about that later on. So, shared sorry guys. Dala-dala pa natin yung sakit sa Europe. Pasensya na kayo. Okay. So, please share this blog to friends and relatives because dito sa Vlogcaster, malaliman ang discussions natin, especially sa international issues. That's one of the reasons we travel. Gusto natin macro ang view natin, hindi lang local. It should be international ang view natin because we are part of the world. We are we are dependent on the world and we are a big contribution to the world. Kaya that's why we are fighting for our country because you also want our country to be a proud member of the world community. So tuloy na tayo sa dati kong kliyente, si Gibo Teodoro.
Just a follow-up. Can you explain any potential consequences of these
We
escalated
will not
risks?
go into any operational details.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Maricel Halili, TV5. Microphone, please.
Hi sir, magandang hapon po. Sir, once again, ganun uli yung pahayag ng China saying or making an appeal to the Philippine government na tuparin yung pangako natin. Is it clear what promise yung tinutukoy ng China dito once again? And again, sinabi nila na nag-practice sila ng restraint and patience when this happened. Your thoughts on this, sir?
Well, in law, we have a principle called the thing speaks for itself. Was that restraint? I don't think so. Any unbiased person with a modicum of reason will see that this is not restraint. And there was another attempt to distort the narrative by saying there was a supposed promise. That has been put to rest already, that there is no promise, and if ever there was such was, if ever, which we do not accept, rescinded. We cannot compromise within our 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone within the bounds of our Constitution. Our Constitution.
Tingnan nyo, ang galing ni Teodoro, no? Sabi niya yun, ipso facto. The thing speaks for itself in Latin. So, nakita nyo na, bumalik na naman tayo sa issue ng promise na binigay sa China. O ano, Sara, anong masasabi mo nyo dyan? Napakaingay nyo sa issue ng Israel at napakalayo na ng Israel. Ha? Kung gusto nyo lang, Miss BP, pag-usapan ng international issues, napakalayo ng Israel at ng Palestine na napuntahan na rin natin. Bakit tahimik ka dito sa issue na sino ba nag-promise sa China na pwede na nila tanggalin yung BRP Sierra Madre dyan sa Ayungin Shoal? Ba't hindi ka pa magsasalita dyan? Ha? Sara? So guys, 2028, let's do everything. We still have about 5 years more or less than 4 years or more. Less than 5 years and more than 4 years. Join VAT in our advocacy. In our advocacy, we don't advocate people power. Wala. We advocate voting power. So please share this blog. Lalo na sa mga kaibigan. Di bale na magalit sa inyo yung mga kaibigan nyo na pro Duterte, pro Marcos. Please share this blog to them so that they can mamulat sila sa katotohanan na we have to save our own Philippines and nobody can do that except us through the ballots, through our voting pattern in the 2028 presidential election.
The Constitution is clear about our territorial integrity and sovereignty, of which there can admit of no compromise, particularly in the face of the arbitral award. So their preface to their statements and their statements are to us a distortion of the truth.
Next, we have Ann Soberano, Bombo Radio.
Sir, good afternoon. Ang tanong ko po is, bukod po sa paghahain ng diplomatic protest, ay magsasampa po rin ba tayo ng kaso sa United Nations General Assembly?
Hindi ko wala po sa aming jurisdiction na pag-usapan yan. Ito lang po na nakaloob po sa aming statement ang aming maaring ihayag sa kasalukuyan.
Sir, with this incident sa West Philippine Sea, panahon na ba para pagtuloyin na natin itong mga gagawing development sa ating Pag-asa Island?
Magiging operational matter nga lahat itong mga katanungan po nila. Hinihimok na lang po namin na ang pagkakaisa ng ating bansa sa likod ng gobyerno sa ating mga hakbang upang isigurado o i-secure ang territorial integrity at sovereignty ng ating republika. At kaya po ibinabuti ng ating pamahalaan sa liderato po ng ating Pangulo na maghayag ngayong araw na ito upang sa ganun hindi na po kumalat ang fake news at anumang mga espekulasyon. Wala po tayong pwedeng gawing espekulasyon kung anong mga susunod na hakbangin dahil wala pa po kaming hinahayag. Kaya maniwala na lang po sa ating gobyerno, wag po itong maging ugat ng pagtatanim ng fake news ng China at ng iba pa upang tayo'y magkawatak-watak o magkadebate ng malaki sa mga issue na ganito. Dahil sa oras po na ito, kailangan po ng pagkakaisa na ating bansa.
Sir, last na po, ano po ang magiging decisive action po ng Philippine government dito sa ginawa ng China?
Operational matter po yan sa inulit-ulit ko.
Okay guys, operational balikan natin yung opening statement ni Gibo Teodoro kanina.
Of the Republic of the Philippines. The Philippine government views the latest aggression by China as a blatant violation of international law. China has no legal right or authority to conduct law enforcement operations in our territorial waters and in our exclusive economic zone. We are taking this incident seriously at the highest levels of government. The use by China of brute force behind disingenuous facades necessitates this course of action. We called for this press conference to give you a clear and factual narrative of what transpired. The Chinese government is deliberately obfuscating the truth. The Philippine Navy and the Philippine Coast Guard are here to give you an undistorted narration of the illegal acts of the Chinese vessels. In short, on or about 6:04 in the morning of Sunday, October the 22nd, 2023, while conducting legitimate rotation and resupply operations within the exclusive economic zone of the Philippines, Chinese Coast Guard and maritime militia vessels, in blatant violation of international law, harassed and intentionally hit Unaiza May 2 and Philippine Coast Guard vessel BRP Cabra. This occurred within the 200-mile exclusive economic zone of the Philippines, which China has no jurisdiction, authority, or right to conduct any operations whatsoever. This is a serious escalation of the illegal activities conducted by the Chinese government in the West Philippine Sea in complete disregard of any norm or convention of international law. Chinese Ambassador Huang Xilian has been summoned today by Secretary Enrique Manalo of the Department of Foreign Affairs to condemn the reckless and illegal act of the Chinese government. Likewise, Philippine Ambassador to China, Jaime Flor Cruz, has been instructed to convey the same to the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Philippine Coast Guard has been directed to proceed swiftly with its maritime investigation in accordance with international maritime safety regulations. We acknowledge the support of our allies and like-minded nations such as the United States, Japan, Australia, Germany, Canada, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and the European Union in condemning China's aggression and expansionist actions. We call on our people to stand behind the government in executing our constitutional mandate to secure the national interest in the West Philippine Sea. Thank you.
Okay guys, so yun na. Yun
Thank
na
you,
ang full statement. So yun, tulungan rin natin ang gobyerno natin, ikalat natin itong vlog ni Bad. Kasi meron rin mga bayaran ng mga vlogger ng mga Duterte, bayaran ng mga vlogger ng China. Alam niyo, nagagalit na sa akin yung mga kapwa media men ko. Kasi panay na po. Panay ang pagpupunta ng China. In fact, nagtatayo na sila ng mga studio dito, Chinese news studio, para baliktarin na tayo pang may kasalanan na nagre-resupply tayo. Tayo pang may kasalanan na pupunta tayo dyan sa West Philippine Sea. Tayo pang may kasalanan dahil merong nga leader ng Pilipinas na nag-promise na tanggalin yung mga tatlong barko natin dyan na run aground sa West Philippine Sea, na yan ang marka na teritoryo natin yan. May mga sundalo, may mga marines tayo dyan. Kaya tulad nung Sunday, gano'n na naman, hinarangan na naman nila. Kawawa yung mga marines natin dyan, magugutom ang mga yan, ni walang tubig, ni walang kuryente, ni walang pagkain. So, pero binabaliktad nila, tulad ng sinabi ni Gibo, iba, lumalaban rin sila, gumagasta sila sa media at sa social media para baliktarin ang storya, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi sa international community. Pinapalabas nila na tayo pa ang may kasalanan. Tayo pa ang mali. So, share this vlog and let's combat the Duterte China propaganda. Laban sa Pilipinas at laban sa Pilipino. So, yun lang muna guys. Yun lang initial report natin dito sa issue na ito. And before I end, I would like to thank yung mga sumali sa atin. Si Joe Chalan first. Si Mary Ann Yolanda Hernaez. Si Rio Dizon. Si Di Real. Salamat po. Si Cecil Leander. Si Sakura 35. Welcome back. Si George Balisan. Salamat George. Si Daisy SM Magallanes, si Fresco Pebres is in the house. Susan Otares, thank you Susan. Elmer Donor, thank you for giving us your time. Padilla Samuel, salamat po. Watching daw siya from Laguna. Please share our vlogs to your friends and relatives in Laguna. Si Padilla Samuel. Si Padilla Samuel pala ang sa Laguna. si Cecil Leander, salamat po. Si Egay Caps, thank you for being here. Si Dasparo, salamat po. Si Ray Belangel, thank you so much. And Marilu Merciales, salamat. Joe Chalan again. Ricardo O, watching from Cavite. Emilda Talagon, hello Miss Emilda, thank you. Happy to have you here. Si QWERTY, yun, ABC, lahat na nandito. Abroad, local, andito na lahat. All over the Philippines. Si Jojo Aquino. Si Emilda Talagon, sabi niya, OFW, gising. Walang tayo utang na loob kay Sara Duterte. Pera natin ang tinutulong niya sa atin. Tama. Kaya nga hinihingi niya. Hindi ba itong later on may ibang vlog tayo na yung implication nitong issue sa China kay Sara. Later on. Emilda, watch out for that. Ferdinand San Juan, thank you. Jack Cruz, si Brad andito. Si Edil, Alicia Macaso, salamat. Oscar Almario watching from Dubai, thank you. Si Seven Samurai watching from UN Refugee Center, Tel Aviv. Uy, mag-ingat ka dyan ha, Seven Samurai. May ipopost nga ako nagdasal ako sa kwan may ipopost ako sa social media. Sa Facebook, personal ko, nagdadasal ako sa, what do you call that? Wailing Wall. Hindi ko pa na-post yun sa social media. But I will post that later on to call for world peace. And also nagdasal rin ako sa holiest site ng Muslim diyan sa tawag malapit rin sa Wailing Wall, tawag diyan. Basta holiest site ng Muslim 'yun. The Dome. Yung tawag nila the Dome, Golden Dome. Nagdasal rin tayo for the Muslims. So we are just tayo patas lang for world peace lang. Susan Otares, thank you. But ingat ka dyan, ha, Seven Samurai. Si Edil, thank you. Si Rinaldo Capin, watching from Germany, ha? Germany. Sana all. Sana makabalik. 4 times pala ako nakabalik dyan. Sana, meron pang 5th time. Delio Aguilar, mucho y mas gracias, watching from Laguna. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please share this vlog. And please help the Philippines fight the bottomless finance, bottomless na pera ginagamit to buy bloggers, to buy media men, and to buy social media operators to fight the Filipino people and to fight in favor of China. So tayo, we can do it. 110 million Filipinos tayo. Kahit konti lang kami mga vlogger na hindi pa nabili ng mga Duterte, ng mga Marcos at ng China, but support those vloggers who fight for the Philippines and who fight for the Filipino people. Si Plato Lessons, thank you also for joining us. Yun, Islamic Golden Dome, sabi ni Seven Samurai. Ingat ka dyan, Seven Samurai. Mucho y mas gracias, guys. And I'll be seeing you in my next vlog.